Okay, let's just check everything's still working. There's no issues. Just finish off my little snack. And we'll get going. Just turn my microphone down. Okay. Okay, let's go going again. So, we're back here. New guard. Well, the guard of the last time. You again. Well, you ignored my warnings last time. And you ain't dead, so I guess you can handle yourself. He sighs. Let him through, Sarge. Or Siggy. Okay, so where are we going? So there's a cardboard box to look at. Cardboard box is filled with makeshift bedding. A homeless person must be using it to keep warm at night. Search the box. You find a basic, uncertified cred stick underneath the pillow. I'm not going to take it. That seems a bit... Seems a bit thievery. Seems a bit of a silly... a bad thing to do. I'm guessing we go this way. I haven't really worked it out. Okay. Rambuck's gang's up ahead. Maybe there's a way round. Oh, there's a spirit there, so if it was a shaman I could bring him to life. Okay. No, actually I probably don't want to go that way yet. Probably want to stay... Oh, there's someone here. A man. A man called a man. What a man. What? What do you want? I'm new in town here. I'm new in town. What's hot around here? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. All there is to do in the sketch is get your ass beaten by gangs until you decide to join one. Which gang are you in? I'm still in the former camp. I've heard what the Rambuck do to haze new members. I'll take getting pushed around that corner once in a while over that. Just looking for some information. Bet you are. I've seen your type before. You're probably looking for someone or looking for something that's been stolen. Either way, the Rambuck won't be happy about you sticking your nose into here. Alright, I'm leaving. A lady. I got pots and pans. You need pots and pans? No, some information would be nice. You seen any new friends? Yeah, sure have. What's it to you? Just trying to help out the neighbourhood. Yep, they're just down the street in the warehouse with the grass in front of it, and you guys showed up a few days ago. Seems like a bigwig. They've been moving product through there ever since. What kind of product? That'll cost you extra, sweetie. It's important. Go on then. Drugs, guns, the usual. Seems like more drugs than guns lately, so maybe things will pick up around here. Thanks. No problem, honey. Okay, so it looks like I'm going this way. Towards the... Guys, so there's a bike here, a motorcycle. The engine's still warm, colours are clearly Tail Mountain's Rambuck property. So let's open the door panel. A warehouse door, windowless slab of reinforced dentiplast. A key entry system sits on one side. Got any ideas, Iger? Looks secure. She examines the heavy door, scowling. I might be able to blow it open with a controlled explosive, but that'll spook anyone inside. Probably best if we just find the code. I wonder if she has it or he has it. Oh wait, how she's talking about is a locked up with a Kiko panel. You wouldn't know anything about that. Sure, I could help you out with that for a price. I can deal with that. 500 new yen, no less. Gotta make a living, you know. I'm not too worried about money. Code is 292 something. I don't know the last number. That'll get you most of the way. Enjoy though. You don't know the whole thing. I'm not going near that place. Good luck. So 292 something. Could do the good old 2921, 2922, all that sort of jazz. Try and putting in a code. 2929. Nope. 2928. 2927. 2926. 2925. 2924. The door unlocks. Oh, so we just walked into a fight. Right, so if I run to there and then blast the shaman, then put Iger there, headshot, single target, increased chance to hit, deadeye shot, pierces up to 3 armor. Ow. Summoning a... Oh, I haven't seen a Wolf one for a while. If I ever have. Ow. Right. Mana ball. Switch here to shotgun mode. Take an aim shot. Missed. Take another shot. Missed. That's annoying. 10 damage from the mana ball. I take 10. Oh, I'm being taken in the rear. So I need to heal. Take this guy down. 44% chance. Same again. Let's try a headshot's pretty bad. Ow. Magic. Then heal up again. Take a shot. Take a deadeye shot. Missed. Damn. Ow, 10 damage. Heal it up. Give her the aim bonus that we need. Give her a shotgun, because it's 53, 68. She missed. She missed again. Another 10 damage. Let's heal. Let's put some armor on, actually. Fire. Fire. Ow, only 1 damage this time. Heal. Use the mana ball. Mana bolt. So now we want to reload weaponry. Make sure we're fully reloaded. And then we want to head off. Probably through this door, I think. So now I go through first because she hasn't taken that much damage. Let's use one of Iker's med packs actually to fully heal me up, and then let's press end. So let's get her to open the door. And go sniper, deadeye shot, and a normal shot. Then switch to spells, distance magic. Missed. That's a bit annoying. Use the 57% chance. Got him. Grenade, that's fine. Because I can heal that damage. And then armor up again. Switch to shotgun, move in. Go for a kneecapping shot. Missed. 7 damage. Mana ball. Aim shot. 1 damage. 1 damage. 9 damage to me. Let's heal that up. Let's go for the lightning shot. That missed. So let's go for a kneecapping. And then a shotgunning. Let's go that. Followed by normal attack. Followed by double shotgunning. Followed by healing her up. Increasing her aim. Firing a round off. Firing another round. Oh! Go dead-eyed shot. Move forward. Reload. Reload. Position there. Send Iger up. Position there. Let's increase her aim again. Send the turn. Let's give her some more armor. Let's get her to open the door. Let's end the turn. They can do whatever they want. So they're going to run in. Take a 13 damage shot to the side, so I'll heal her up. And then we'll... let's electroblast him, actually. I don't actually know if that hit because I just looked away. Shotgun. Shotgun. Bam. Missed. Shotgun. I took an AP off at least. Take an aim shot. Reload. Let's move forward. Alright, I can't see anything, so I'm guessing I need to go through this door here. So let's prep everyone for this door. Aim. Heal. End. Armor. Aim. End. Just give us some more aim. Can only be used at close range with specific targets. Alright, so I'm guessing I need to... can I actually hit him? But how close do I need to be to use this? It looks like closer than that though. Okay, so let's move. Let's move to there. Can you actually heal him? Can't heal him. Let's try and shotgun him in the leg. Let's make sure we get ahead of him though. Okay, so from here I should be able to use this. And now I just need to get rid of the... I just need to get rid of the enforcers now. So if we go sniper rifle, dead shot. Let's heal up. Let's give her an aim boost. Let's go headshot. She missed, but that's a bit annoying. And she missed the second shot. Right, so if we magic blast him, then blast him with electric bolt, and get her to fire again and again. She's taking a bit of a pounding there. Oh, it's only going to be 2 damage, isn't it? Let's forget that then. Just take these guys out if we can. 40% chance. Missed twice. Gonna have to reload, that's a bit annoying. He's in cover, so let's move forward. Just try and kneecap him. Couldn't kneecap him, that's a shame. I've got him flanked now at least, so it can be bang. Hopefully bang. Let's move to there. Let's click on aim shot. Missed. She's absolutely awful with that shotgun. Can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn with it. It's just... it's useless. Help me drag this guy back to the warehouse. We're going to need to find out what he knows. The engineer lies sprawled out on the ground, his body trembling violently. Iger shoves a bottle up his nose and squeezes. The engineer shudders violently and then trembles. The trembles begin to subside. The trembling begins to subside. She glances at you. An aerosol BZD helped treat the seizures. Bannock was kind enough to include it in his goodie bag. It won't last long, but it should give Ural here enough muscle control to answer a few questions. The engineer's voice comes out in a trembling shatter. Fuck you, troll. Edgar raised an eyebrow. See? He's talking already. The engineer's eyes burn with hate. Beads of sweat dot his brow as he struggles to control the tremors that rack his body. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and releases it slowly. The trembling begins to subside. We've got some questions for you. You better have answers. I'm sorry that we had to use that thing on you. It must be terrible having the shakes like that. Slowly the orc eye shifts from Iger to you. I know the troll bitch. We have history, but you're a stranger to me. Are you sure that you have the stomach for this stranger? Not many do. A stomach for all sorts of things that you can't even imagine. Shadowrunner thinks that he can frighten me. His voice sounds stronger now. The shudder that marred his speech is almost completely faded. How adorable. Oh, you shouldn't be frightened. She slaps him across the face, splitting his lip down the middle. The impact sounds like a gunshot. You're in serious trouble, my friend. Iker leans in towards the engineer. He recoils, grinding his back of his head against the grease-stained Duraplast tiles. You're helpless. Fucking cripple. A voice comes out in a snarl, but if you answer our question, things will get easier for you. So tell us, whose payroll are you on? She grabs a fistful of York's hair and lifts his head. Her face is inches from his. Tell us who sent you into the Shannon nest. There's a long pause. Eventually, Andy looks away. Alright, you want to know so badly, I'll tell you. Charminus sent me here. They want to use the Shatton nest as a base of operation in Berlin. My point of contact here was a ghoul named Beetle. He leans forward and locks his eyes with Iger. There, you've got your intel. They set me free or kill me. You're all. Iger leans back, shaking her head. You won't roll over on your employer this easily. Your rep tells me that much. He raises an eyebrow in a lock of mocking astonishment. No. I don't know, it sounds plausible enough to me. Let's wrap this up. No, he sounds like he's jerking us around. You wanted a name, I gave you a name. What more? I can give you those too. I can name you 100 clients who'd love a piece of Shatternesk. How do you intend to determine who really sent me? He let us worry about that. Oh, I intend to. He wrestles the corner of his mouth up into a smirk. I've got no worries. I already know what my future holds. Maybe you'll try to reason with me, and that fails. Maybe you'll try coercion. That'll get you nowhere. You'll try beating on me, and I'll start giving you names, more names. Then you'll know what to do with. Torture me, or don't. It all ends the same way. I'll be dead. You know nothing for certain. And my clients will move ahead on schedule. Help us out, then. If you're already dead, why care about Why care about being a snitch? He snorts. I won't give your she-troll the satisfaction she wants. That's why she won't get it. Iger hands bunch into fists. She's still smiling, but you can feel the heat of her hatred behind her eyes. If you don't start telling me what I want to hear in the next 30 seconds, it's going to get messy. I know that look, Yuri. I'd start talking if I were you. The engineer cuts you off. A pervasive smile is spread across his face. You know, Iger. He takes his time pronouncing the name. Savros. It savors it. Savros. It savors it. That was just awful. I'd like to tell you a story. We share so much history, you and I. Iger says nothing, but her eyes narrow. The engineer continues to his grin broadening. This is a funny story. It's a story about your time in the KSK. A story about futility. I could tell you all about the many lives you touched and how many syndicates touched them again afterwards. Would you like that? There's a long pause. Eventually Iger turns to face you. Richard, do me a favour. Sweep the building for intel. Anything we might have missed on the way in. Yeah, I'm on it. Take good care of our friend here. She shoots a disgusted glance at your captive. Yeah, don't worry, I will. Broken body of a human man lies on the floor. His face is a mess, fresh cuts, congealing blood, and his head is oddly deformed. Despite his wounds, his mouth is twisted into a macabre smile. Inspect the body. Judging by the shape of the ganger's head, you guessed that the skull has been fractured in 3 places. The centre of his forehead is particularly gruesome. It looks soft, as though the skin was stretched like a tent between shards of broken bone. Looking up, you can see a great smear of gore on the door of the room that you found him in. The implications are clear. The man bashed his head trying to get out, and he did it with a smile on his face. His hands are badly broken too. You see these sorts of injuries after bare-knuckle fights, but never anything this severe. The man punched something hard and went on punching until his hands were reduced to useless slabs of meat. Step away. Got this barrel. Chemical storage barrels are like jostle. Shows them to be empty. It looks melted. The cargo container is empty. Generic courier drone has been snapped together out of prefab parts from dozens of different manufacturers. It's a cheap utilitarian thing, remarkable only that is so incredibly plain. Half-bright teenager could cobble something like this together in an afternoon. The drone sits in a charging cradle, its turbofan unpowered. A cheerful green light blinks on in front of you, a panel to remind you that it's still active. You see a silhouette of something under the flimsy plastic dome of where the drone's cargo compartment, whatever this thing was here to deliver, it's still carrying it. Pop the lid of the container. You depress the catch on the container's plastic lid rather than swing it open. The lid slides back to reveal a touchpad. It looks as though this thing is password locked. Examine the drone more closely. Taking a close look, you notice something strange. There is a set of electrical contact plates lining the lip of the drone's cargo compartment. It's a fair bet that this thing is outfitted with an anti-tampering system of some kind. Step away. So there's a drone there that needs a password. Let's have a quick look around and see if we can find a password. Something that might have a password on it. Oh, there's a forklift tires are flat, looks like hasn't been used in years. Okay, so maybe we need to speak to him and see if we can get a password out of him. As you approach, you can see the engineer's chest is sheathed with blood. Most of it seems to be streaming from his nose, which has been crushed into a wad of bloody meat. Iger turns to face you. His bunched fists are dripping red. Find anything? I thought you said you weren't going to resort to torture. This isn't torture, it's justice. If you knew half the thing this bastard done, you'd have heard the things that he just told me. You'd do the same. Fair enough, just don't get carried away, we need him. Beating the tar out of a helpless prisoner isn't justice, now stand down. Maybe so, but you're on the edge and I need you calm. Beating him isn't helping. She pauses, then turns away. Just tell me what you found. Yes, please. The engineer's voice is thick and wet. He smiles through a set of gore-streaked teeth in lightness. And a body in the other room. From the looks of him, he's tried using his head to beat down a steel-reinforced door. Interesting but not unusual in these parts. There are always the kind of drugs that make a person act that way. Most of them aren't hard to get in a place like this. If anything else, must have missed something. Let me keep searching. Enter a password. So I have no idea what the password could be. I don't think I've got anything that would. There's nothing there that would smash the plastic. Holding the drone steady with one hand, you shatter the flimsy plastic that protects its cargo with the other. The reaction is swift and violent. Within a fraction of a second, the air is filled with a loud hissing sound and the drone erupts in flame. A glowing hole in the undercarriage begins spitting out a hail of white-hot sparks. You've seen this kind of reaction before. A thermite charge, no doubt, wired to act as an anti-tampering device. It will continue to burn through the drone until there's nothing left. Try to grab whatever's in the cargo compartment. You reach into the hole you smashed and the heat is unbearable and your body is showered with white-hot sparks. Everywhere a spark touches you, it burns. A neat pinhole through your clothing. A white-hot lance of pain arcs through your body. In retrospect, that might have not been the best idea. You manage to pull your hand back out of the drone and stumble back. The drone collapses on itself, burying whatever it was carrying in sludge of molten metal, plastic. Foul-smelling smoke pours. Empty-handed, you have no choice but to Okay, so I failed that. I'll probably find the password now. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else here that will give us any hint of... Can we can still examine the corpse. Oh no, there's nothing there. There's a courier drone back there, but it's self-destructed. Whatever it was carrying went up with it. At the sound of your words, the engineer goes berserk. His eyes bulge and he thrashes his head back and forth. You fucking imbecile, what have you done? Ah, what was that drone carrying, Yuri? Sounds like it was something important. He grinds his teeth. It was mine. But as for what it was, you'll never know, slag. Iger looks you in the eye. Desperation hangs over like a wet blanket. Was there anything else out there, Richard? Any other clues at all? No, there's nothing useful. Come on, fierce leader. Yuri was conducting a deal with a bunch of gangers in here. They're not the most careful people in the world. There has to be something. Do me a favour and do another sweep. But be quick about it, okay? There definitely isn't anything else, is there? I'm not being silly. There's nothing on the corpse. Probably going to go back and find him dead. Nope, definitely isn't anything else. And you're back, find anything? No, there's nothing useful here. Oh no, there is something else. There must be something else. Oh, it's right there. A small ledger lying on the crate. It's covered with cheap leatherette and paper tissue. Newsprint leaf through the pages. Language, accent marks, Scandinavian tongue. You can't read it. Can't read the arrangement. The ledger is primarily being used as an address book. Pocket the book and move on. Definitely nothing else now, is there? Definitely nothing else. Go back, find anything. Found this journal. I don't recognise the language, it looks Scandinavian. Iger leafs through the journal, quickly flipping soy scaff stained pages. Norwegian maybe. I'm thinking this is written in Bolmak. Durains, I can't read it, but it looks like a shipping manifest. Yeah, something like that. A lot of addresses in there. Drive through pages, flipping through cheap paper with a thumbnail. Looks like addresses all the way through here. Some are annotated. Ugh, English is not the best one at the moment. But I can't see any names. 2/3 of the way through the book she stops short, finds something interesting. Wordlessly she turns the journal around. At the top of the page is written in different hand. A single word written in English. You can understand it. Wednesday. She nods. Not particularly helpful without a full date, but I guess it's something. Of course, Wednesday might not be referring to date of the week at all. It may be a code for something taken out of context like this. It's impossible to say. So what do you make of it? This should be good. Might be back in bed with them. Right, so let's just reload. Let's load this again, because I'm guessing Wednesday is the password for the drone. And it's not like this is a hard mission, is it really? Let's just catch up with him. He might actually get away. Oh, reload, because I haven't got any things to... That was a bit silly. Sheet. Yeah, so I want to see if I can just knock his AP down. That's what I need to do. Does any of his sniper shots produce AP? Six 59% chance, missed, damn. He's probably going to get away this again. Right, let's get moving forward as fast as we can. Go, go, go! Missed, so he's only going to get a little way up, that's fine. Oh, not going to do this now. Need to load this again. I apologise for the shot, for being absolutely shit at this bit. Did it first time, not doing it at all now. It's a bit shocking, isn't it? Alright, move to there. Try and hit him with the AP buster. Right, then move up. He shouldn't get that far though with one less AP. Which means I can get closer. Then I can get Iger closer. Hopefully hit him with that AP buster as well. Which means that I can set the stunner. So I'm not close enough to use that yet. So let's get her to there. Let's aim. Let's get to there. Get some cover. Because he's going to run to there. Which should mean that I've got enough AP to knock him out. Yes, I have. Awesome. Switch the sniper rifle. Oh, you little fucker. I need to move here. Has she got enough move to get to me? She's her medkit on me. Not enough AP to use it. Right, so let's just snipe this guy to death. I need to use a med pack. I can take 13 damages all day. Should put him out of the picture. Puts him out of the picture as well. Which puts a shotgun into the hands of Eidgar. Which then means that I can just knock him down. Yep, so we've done that. Right, so we've got to interrogate him now. I've already done this a little bit back in the stream, so I'm just going to skip through it. Give us answers. Have a stomach for all this. You're helpless. Yeah, blah blah. Okay, so let's go have a look around. You let's worry about that. Start talking. Yeah, man, I'll take a look around. You take good care of him. Okay, so let's start from here and work our way down. Forklift hasn't been used in years. So there's a ledger there. Leaf through the pages. Yep, so I've done all this, so I know what. Because I failed, I got killed last time, so. Inspect the body. Step away, because I can't really. I haven't got biotech, so I can't do anything with that. I think the password will be like, I think it's Wednesday. Oh, that's nice. Wednesday. That might be the password, or it might not be. Plastic lid of the cargo container pops open with a click. Inside you find what appears to be a homemade SimSense chip. Sits securely in a custom-made plastic bracket. Take the chip. You pop out the chip at the bracket and pocket it. A few seconds later, an angry hiss comes from somewhere deep in the drone. Step back. Step away from the drone, hissing grows into a roar, bright white with sparks, blah blah blah. So it's blown itself up, but I got the chip. The reason I know the code was because of doing this before and then utterly failing it. I thought you said you weren't going to resort to torture. Maybe so, but you're on the edge and need to calm. Found a body in the other room. Let's start with there. Let's find the journal. Go through this, found something interesting. Not particularly see Wednesday, might be a code for something. This should be good. It might be, or it could be that you're back in bed with a slob shecky syndicate. The engineer holds his silence. Is that it, Yuri? You're taking orders from your old bosses again? Maybe, who's to say? What's happened? It's good for you. You're going to hit me again? Okay then, yes I am. I'm working for the... I can't say that word. You want names? I'll give you names. More names than you know what to do with. What's happening on Wednesday? This Wednesday I'll be putting your mother to work on a street corner, and then when she's all worn out I'll give your father a shot at a job. You can do better than that. Go die in a ditch. Found this chip. When you produce the chip, the engineer's eyes widen slightly. He turns his head and coughs rack his body. Interesting, this means something to you, Yuri. Iger takes the chip from you, holds it up to the light. No identifying marks. I've seen enough BTLs though in my time to know one when I see it, but this is different. It's been modified somehow. Go ahead and slot it in, bitch. It'll take you for a ride of your life. Iger raises an eyebrow. Smack him for me, will you? I'm busy. He isn't worth the effort. She pauses a moment, then nods. Yeah, you're right. Besides, I think we're getting closer. Look at this. Look at his temples. See the sweat beading up. I'd say that Ural's developing himself a habit. You don't know what you're holding, slag. He spits the words out like venom, and his eyes locked on the chip in Iger's hands. Slowly he licks his lips. You don't deserve to touch that chip. I thought that guy was a professional. He is. I know his rep. I know he's much too careful to get himself addicted to Sims, not stims. She glances at the engineer. His eyes are locked on the chip. If these things have him hooked this badly, they must be even more addictive than the standard BTLs. That's a frightening thought. You're telling me the last thing that we need is more stim junkies on our streets? She turns to face the engineer. You got anything to add to that? You have no idea how wrong you are about all this. He struggles to rise from the floor, but his muscles refuse to cooperate. Finally he gives up with a scowl. If I could move my arms, I'd take that chip from you and show you what it does. I'm sure you would. She glances over her shoulder at you. Good find, Richard. We've struck a nerve. Any other thoughts? Yeah, actually, I think that I might know where the other chip went. Remember that body I found in the other room? Yeah, that's a good thought. Go check it out, but be quick. I don't know how long it'll be before we have company. Right, I'm on it. The room body lies crumpled on the floor. Fractured skull glistens. Search for the missing chip. Peeling back a patch of matted hair, you find something that casual viewer would have missed. The man had a chip jack. It's a cheap model, sufficient for loading SimSense chips and BTLs, but little else. Doesn't take much effort. You pry it open. Inside the chip jack you find a glob of plastic. It looks as though whatever this guy was running melted down sometime after he slotted it. A chip jack like this could generate enough heat to destroy a SimSense chip. The only logical conclusion is that the chip itself was wired to melt down after use. Take the burnt out chip and leave. The engineer's eyes remain locked on that chip. His face has gone pallid white, and his shirt is drenched with sweat. His eyes bulge, and his breathing is heavy. Iger glances up at you from the manic captive and looks you in the eyes. Find what you were looking for? Melted chip. Iger examines the range of chips in the chip in your fingers. I've heard of these things like this before. Single-use stims designed to self-destruct after they're slotted. Keeps customers from reusing the same BTLs over and over again. I'd like to say that you found our missing chip. Yeah, I agree, but the gang who slotted this wasn't blazed out like a normal stim junkie. It was almost the opposite. He looked wild, like a madman. Madman? The engineer lets out a chuckle. It's a horse barking sound. You don't know a damn thing. Why don't you educate us? The chip doesn't drive you insane, it opens your eyes. His voice grows in volume, becomes ragged. Slot one and you become a god. Iger stares at him, the expression is flat, the engineer sneers. I too was sceptical. Then the wolf caught me. And the raven opened my eyes. And now at last I can see. Suddenly he lurches forward, every muscle in his body goes tight and the cords stand out on his neck. Give me the chip. It was promised to me, I need it. Tell us who you're working for and it's all yours. The engineer spits out a mouthful of blood and hits the tile floor with a sickening splat. He grits his teeth and then snarls out a single word, Winternight. There's a moment of silence. Finally Iger speaks. Never heard of them. Of course you haven't, bitch. If you had, you'd already be dead. Don't leave loose ends. His body begins to tremble. It looks like the drugs are wearing off. They'd have money, she troll, money and influence. Enough to put the syndicates to shame. Even I cannot say how much, but I do know that what I've seen is just the tip of the spear. Alright, let's see what people are telling the truth. They do not tell me these things. All I know is they want to store things here. Crates, boxes shipped in from all over. No cargo inspections and no traces back to them. What are they shipping in? Weapons, drugs, money. Weapons, drugs, more of these BTLs. Her eyes, he eyes her no, I can't say that. For some reason my brain's gone. You think that I'd ask them? It's not my place to know. All that I know is what was promised to me. Give me the chip. His voice comes out in a shivering screech. You promised. He promised you the chip. Iger smiles at the engineer slowly. She pulls a knife from her belt. Its serrated edge glints in the light. On the other hand, didn't offer you a goddamn thing. I gave him my word. She turns to stare at you. You're not suggesting that we let this monster live, are you? Do you know what's going to happen when his cyberware powers back up? I'm suggesting that we keep our promise. If he wants a chip so badly, give it to him. Something bad, I'm sure, but I can't justify murdering a helpless captive. She looks at the chip in her fingers, then down at the engineer's trembling body. Slowly, a smile spreads across her face. Not unless he sweetens the deal, you hear that? I'll give you what you want, but you need to make it worth my while. I have a stash here in the warehouse, a custom rifle. It's all yours if you give me what's mine. Iger looks back over to you and raises an eyebrow. Could use a new rifle. What do you think, fearless leader? Perfectly honest, I was just toying with him. You can kill him now. Give him the chip. Over there, the corner. There, duffel bag under the floor plate. Now give it to me. Alright, it's all yours. Iger leans in, grabs the engineer's head with her left hand and pries his chip jack open with her hand. She snaps in the chip into the jack and then clicks it shut. Seconds pass, nothing happens. What have you done? Why don't I feel anything? Oh, sorry, Yuri. I guess the cyberware deactivator shut down your cyber jack too. Somewhere in the back of that adult skull, I'm sure. Oh, you probably knew that. But then, hope springs eternal, doesn't it? I said that we give you the chip. I never promised that it would work. I'm going to kill you. Do you hear me? I'll rip out your spine. Good luck with that. The engineer's eyes bulge as he beats the back of his head against the floor. He opens his mouth to speak again, but the only sound that comes out is a gargling scream. Iger takes back. Something's wrong. Look at his hands. The orc's mil-spec cyber arms are twitching. His fingers seem to be moving on their own accord, writhing aimlessly in the air. The light of his chip jack begins to blink. How long was that cyber deactivator supposed to last? She reaches for a shotgun. Longer than this. I'm going to kill Bannock. The engineer's body surges forward, a violent convulsive motion. His eyes bulge out of his skull, then his chest evaporates in a spray of light. Whoa, step back, way back. As you watch chemical fire that rages from the engineer's body blackens his flesh and spits sparks across the room. It's the same reaction that you saw when he Well, let's restart that. It's the same reaction that you saw when the drone went up, a thermite reaction. It takes him a full minute to stop twitching. His employers, Winter Knight, they must have implanted that thing in him. Yeah, and judging by the way he reacted, he didn't know that they'd done it. They must have thrown it in while he was getting other work done. I'm willing to bet if we hadn't used the cyberware deactivator on him, he'd have gone up before he had the chance to spill any names. If you were looking for proof who your employer was, I think that we found it. She nods and casts a final glance at the charred remains of the engineer. Yeah, we know who to warn the flux state about. Let's grab the rifle and go. We're done here. So it's under there. Awesome. He did go bang. You reach into the vent, retrieve the navy blue duffel bag, just as the engineer said you would. Distinct shape of a rifle barrel can be seen in the canvas. Here you go, Iger, it's all yours. She takes the bag from you and unzips it. Her eyes go wide. When he said this thing was custom, he wasn't kidding. Oh, excuse me. Gingerly, she reaches into the bag and pulls out a sleek, angular shape. This is a Steerog CSL multi-weapon system, a very nice and very expensive piece of hardware. Yuri's put a lot of aftermarket work into this. I don't even recognise some of the accessories that he's bolted onto this thing. You feel comfortable using it? She shoulders the rifle and peers through the scope. A grin grows along her face. Yes, I do. It looks like the aftermarket mods have made it more or less locked it into assault rifle configuration, but that's alright. I've been looking for a worthy mid-range weapon, and this will do nicely. She slings the rifle and she slings the rifle and claps you on the shoulder. Come on, fearless leader, let's get back home. Hang on, Igar, I'm not comfortable leaving Winter Knight to the flux state. I think we should handle them ourselves. What are you suggesting? Is beyond the scope of our capabilities. I don't have any contacts in Norway. We would even know where to begin looking for Winter Knight, and if we found them, then what? Two of us aren't going to stop an international conspiracy on our own. We're good, but we're not that good. You've got a point there. We'll let the flux state handle it. Good call, let's go. Okay, so they are the way out. Oh, I don't know if is that the end of this run? I think it should be. Yes. The U-Bahn whisks you back towards the Kura Bazaar. I can't even say that German word. Iger standing by your side, the image of the engineer's body disintegrating in flame replays itself over and over in your mind. The bright flash, the shower of sparks, and the overpowering stench of sizzling meat. A blue-green after image hangs suspended in the centre of your field of vision, and it refuses to be blinked away. From what Iger told you, the engineer was a menace, an international criminal at the top of his game, and as you watched, he was consumed from within by a device that marked him as disposable. The rattle of the U-Bahn car comes to a halt, shakes you from your reverie or something, rivery. You're home. English is not working well.